what was the last update we had on the housing situation?
I think you said you were trying to buy the plot of land.
We haven't said that yet.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You said it was like more complicated than a normal housing situation.
Okay. But I don't ever think we clarified anything about the plot of land. So.
I don't think you got into the nitty gritty. You just said we couldn't talk about it. Mysterious.
Okay. So let's go through the episode and then hopefully we have an update at some point throughout the episode.
Yeah. Okay.
That make sense?
Makes sense. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Welcome to Two Parents and a Podcast. How's it going, H-Town? Can I call you Hache?
What?
In my head, I call you Hache. I just wanted to and I tested it out for the first time today. When I was down here and I needed you to come down. And I said, Hache. And then you.
What
I think
does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's H in Spanish, no?
Just no.
I'll ask Maria.
If that's the name that you want.
Do you not like it? Hache.
I've had worse nicknames, so.
Like what?
Another time.
I'll just ask you one more time and then past that I won't ask you.
No, you don't want to go airing out your worst nicknames with a last name like Fugman, you know. It's not hard. It's not hard.
All right. Bug Daddy's what I hear a lot of people call you, and that's not a bad name.
I don't think I've ever heard that one, but I'd go with it. Bug Daddy.
Bug Daddy's a good one. Okay, we just need to talk about our housing update because tensions are high. Tensions have been high for months on end. We're hoping while we're recording, because we're recording this literally Wednesday night, like the last second we possibly can record it before we have to edit it and put it out. And so we're hoping we get a housing update while we're recording. Because you've signed.
We've signed. We're waiting on their counter-signed documents. And we've gone back and forth about many, many things. But hopefully we are at the finish line and get it done.
You've met with architects. You've met with HVAC people because we got to do a lot to the upstairs.
I met with people from the city. I met with lawyers. I met with zoning specialists.
Yeah. Like this has been a full-time job. Like I'm excited to have some of your attention back.
Yeah.
Because it's just been, I'm dealing with the housing thing and then it's like, okay. And you've done such a good job. I'm really proud of you. Do we want to talk about the lot next door?
I think that what I would like to do is
wait till it's over the finish line.
Let's go through the episode and then hopefully there's an update and
hopefully they sign and then the house is ours.
Yeah.
I love this
and then people
house.
will be like, wait, them sign, like, how does them signing mean the house is yours? Hopefully we can get into all that. So, but if not, we're gonna keep you on the cliff for another week.
But I think we were a little. What does ambiguous mean? Does it mean vague?
We're being vague because, like, yes, and I'm the driver of us being vague.
Yeah, but we were ambiguous last week, and so I just want to clarify. We want this house. We want to stay in this house. We're trying to, but there were so many moving parts to stay in this house that we didn't know if it was gonna become possible or not. So hopefully it is. Hopefully higher heads prevail and that we can sign and move on and live here. And
our current deadline is Friday. They extended our lease till Friday.
Yeah, which is lovely. So there. Okay. Moving right along to the weekend where we went on a date that AI planned for us. Harrison said to ChatGPT. I always say GBT. GPT.
Well, no. So actually I did a little different. I saw something on Twitter, which is a new AI agent that can make phone calls for you and book reservations for you.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I wanted to use that agent to, one, plan the date, like the itinerary, but then two, call the restaurants and book it.
No question.
Yeah. And so it was amazing. I made a TikTok video. I showed me interacting with it, and then it showed it calling it and plan the whole thing. But the phone call didn't work. Yeah.
So AI was not able to call the restaurant. It gave you options of the voice. That was like, do you want to use this voice to call the restaurant? Or do you want to use this voice?
Yeah, I loved it, but like AI ain't taking our jobs yet. And On the topic of dates, I would like to talk about our date last night, our double date last night.
Hold on. I want to go back really quick to the date because the robots recommended the robots. And so you go to this place and like it's a cute restaurant. I think that it would be more fun for kids. Like when Tater is 5 or 6 years old, taking her there because it's like a conveyor belt and the robot comes over to you and it's like beep bop and then it lights up green, stops at your table, opens up and you take your Coke out of it. Like cute. I don't want to go there on another date, you and I, because it's not like the most romantic, but it's a really fun spot.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool one to check out, and hilariously ironic that AI told us to go there.
I think AI telling us to go to Space Cowboy of all the restaurants in Austin is hilarious because it's a robot restaurant.
And then most importantly, saying it could call and book it, and the AI failing us.
AI did not. So you had to call and book it.
Yes.
Good job.
Yep.
So
I'm a roll your sleeves up, work hard type of guy.
Yeah, you're like, if I have to go on a date, I'll call and make that reservation. Okay, so we went on a double date last night.
Yeah. And
what do you want to discuss about it?
I thought there was a very kind of like, so the restaurant last night, it was called Top Row Sushi. And the way it worked is it was like a 2-part meal. So you started at a sushi bar where they gave you hand rolls. And then after you had your hand rolls served, then you go sit down at like at a table. And we'd never met this couple before. And the dynamic of sitting beside the other person at a bar to kick things off, where like him and I had one-on-one time, like we didn't talk as a couple. I talked to him and you talked to her. To me, it was like, it was an amazing way to start the date because I felt like I really got to know him, right? Like we didn't need to share the mic. And so by the time we transitioned to the big table, I felt like the conversation like flowed really well.
Totally agree. I thought at first I wasn't sure how I felt about it because I was like, oh my gosh, we're not all talking. But it was more nice for you, I think. Because like her and I knew we would get along. We've been like DMing, like, and we just had so much to talk about. I think it's harder for guys to get along than girls to get along on double dates.
Well, me and this guy, we got like straight into like the meat and bones of conversation. And this guy, he was just super, super interesting, super nice. And I thought it was like to really just like I felt like I got a really good feel of like the A to Z of him in that first 15 minutes. So like it allowed me to really enjoy the date. The other thing that I think is like,
I think we can 100% say his name.
One of my favorite qualities in people is people who are really confident but have no ego.
He was the definition of it. Let's talk about Skims, as I am currently wearing one of my favorite Skims bras. But today we're going to talk about the Fits Everybody thong, you guys, because I've been wearing a lot of skirts and I'm not a big underwear girl, but their underwear feels like you are wearing nothing. So it's essentially the same thing as wearing no underwear, but you get all the benefits of wearing underwear. And I tried their Fits Everybody thong and Skims has completely converted me back to wearing the underwear. I'm feeling like no other underwear I've worn before the thongs, you guys. They used to bother me. These thongs do not. I promise you, they are absolutely incredible. They also have these like boy shorts that I got, and they are also so comfortable, and I've been sleeping in them. And then the triangle bralette, that's another one of my favorites. So I wear them with like the cashmere sweaters and I also wear them with t-shirts. So ladies and gentlemen, get in on the Skims. I've been talking about it nonstop for 2-3 years now. So shop Skims Fits Everybody collection at skims.com and in Skims stores, available from extra, extra small to 4X. And after you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. I just went to the Austin domain Skim store. It's beautiful. So go out there, you guys, check them out in real life. I think we got to give them their flowers. So it was Nick and Stephanie Barr, Bare, and he is like a running guy. He's on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, all those things. But he had a fitness nutrition brand
called Bare Performance Nutrition, I believe.
Yeah, and then he also is a content creator. She's a content creator. She does like home cooked meals, family meals, just cute content. Like I have always loved her online and like really enjoyed DMing her. And then meeting them in person, I agree. Like they were super dynamic. Like he was telling us about a book he read and defining like his goals. And it was just like, they were fascinating.
Yeah. No, I mean, they both were, it was a really fun time. Yeah, but that dynamic I was calling out of like the confidence with no ego is like, that is,
You love that. You
that
love
is
it.
the sweet spot
Yeah, because he's like a very successful guy that could have an ego
in a lot of ways.
in a dynamic amount of ways. Multifaceted.
I mean, we're really lifting this gentleman up. But
This is a Nick Barstam podcast. But yeah, no, he was great. But do you think it's harder for guys or girls to get along on double dates?
I think the point is like we had a moment to connect. And I think that if we just sat down as the four of us, him and I wouldn't have been able to like identify what our like common interests are, what our personal interests are, like where we can relate or not relate. And so that was just like, I really liked it. And I like, before we go on double dates with people, like, I don't know, I kind of want to, it doesn't need to be that like that dual setup, but we just like, let's go get a drink at a bar beforehand and then go sit down. So that way, like, especially, you know, given our aforementioned dynamics, Julie looks like she's looking, did something happen? Okay. I don't know. I was getting a look like something was off.
Jules, is everything okay?
And yeah, she was great too. I'm only talking about him. But
She was phenomenal. I mean, I absolutely loved her. I knew that we were going to get along, so it was great. But can you answer my question separate from them?
wait, can I say one crazy
Yeah.
thing that he told me? He's hosting this race and it's called Last Man Standing. Okay. And the way it works is you have an hour to run a 4.1 mile loop. And the last man standing who does the most, the loops the most amount of times wins. And like people may do, it's an ultra marathon. So like some people may do the loop up to 200 total miles.
He thinks that
So like you do the loop like 25 times. So did what I say make sense? Pardon?
In an hour?
No. So you have 1 hour to complete the loop.
4 miles, 4.2.
4.1 miles.
Oh.
Yes. Then hour 2, the race starts again. Hour 3, you do another loop. Hour 4, you do another loop.
And when you can't do anymore, you drop out. So the last man running the loop wins.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then he makes products that are for like ultra endurance athletes. And so like it's the perfect tie-in and brand building event. And like that, the other thing is like, learning about how you build community with a brand and trading notes. I was like, well, that's just a fucking awesome idea. So yeah, big fan of this guy. Shout out.
But he, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. He thinks that the first person out will be at 12 miles. He thinks that everyone will run loop or lap 1, 2, and then 3, and then they'll be out.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
The person who drops out first is 12 miles. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But that's like it's a different profile of athlete. Not me.
You're not going to do it, or you are going to do it?
I would love to do it.
Okay.
I would love to do it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that date was great. You're not going to answer my question if you think it's harder for girls or guys to bond on dates. I'm just going to say I typically think it's harder for the guys, I think.
I think that it all comes down to like where is the relationship?
So if the guys have the relationship ahead of time or if it's the girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the driver. That's just my new request is I want one-on-one time with the guys like on all double dates.
Because then you can find your areas that you overlap.
Yeah. And just want to know, like, is it going to be like, yeah, what type of conversation is it going to be?
I think that's actually a really good idea. I think girls get to know each other faster, quicker. I think we know exactly how to go rifle through the things. Like, what are you interested in? Do you have kids? Where do you work out? Things like that. Like girls do it really quickly. Whereas I think guys, it's a little bit harder to be like sharing a lot.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a read on that. I'm just saying, yeah.
I think there's a chance that guys could have a deeper bond, but I think girls can find the bond faster.
I'm just like so not into like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like bad with mass generalized statements like that.
I agree with that. I don't want to do a mass generalized statement. I do just think, well, I think both parties get a compliment in that generalized statement.
Yeah, I really don't have a view.
Okay, you're viewless.
I'm viewless on this.
Okay, so speaking of AI, doing the date planning, what AI also mastered is it was a combination of AI and Harrison. I think you single-handedly, with AI, sleep trained Tate. Like the sleep training that you got off ChatGPT worked.
I sent, so we were doing the 5:15 method, and Haley texted me yesterday asking how she's sleeping, and our monitor gives her a sleep efficiency score, which is like a little intense for babies, but her sleep efficiency score was 99%. She slept for 8 hours and 53 minutes straight.
That a girl.
She snoozes like her dad.
She was waking up every 2.5 hours. And then it truly took you 3 nights of the 5, 10, 15 method. And you slept in the guest bedroom and like you totally put the team on your back and you did it and you talked to ChatGPT and they walked you through it very empathetically. And then boom, she has slept through the night every night.
But I actually think... I think that I think we're giving too much credit to the 5, 10, 15 method.
Okay.
Because my observation during her restless nights was the reason why she was so frustrated is because she was trying to get to her stomach and she couldn't get to her stomach. And then I learned about baby exercises. Thank you to you. And I think that these baby exercises have given her enough strength to start rolling over. And so if you watch her now, like now she's snoozing on her chest because she can get there. Do you want to talk about the baby exercises? It sounds like ridiculous when it's coming out of my mouth, but like, and I never wanted to be the type of parent that like would like, sweet. I don't know. I feel weird now, but go.
No,
please.
So what we started doing also before bed was I would just roll her over. I would hold her hands and I would flip her back and forth. And we made it really fun and we like giggled, but we were working on rolling back and forth so she felt safe when she was in bed if she did want to roll on her stomach because sometimes she would get stuck on her stomach.
Oh, I thought her rolling was because of those arm things.
It is. We're also doing army exercises.
Yeah.
So the
internet's going to murder us for this.
No, they're not.
Okay.
We're trying to help her.
Okay.
They're not gonna...
Yeah, we're not trying to get her jacked. We had someone. Yeah. Well, sorry, I cut you off.
What?
Okay. Well, set the stage of what happened.
We've got 20% off and free shipping worldwide from Bombas socks. You guys, I'm wearing the Bombas socks right now because my sock drawer was a mess. And then Harrison started using my sock drawer as his sock drawer. None of the socks matched. None of them were good quality. I was getting them off of Amazon. They were cheap. It was a mess. I couldn't wear them very many times. Then I ordered off of Bombas and I got some tall socks, right? Because I like to wear the cute scrunchy ones whenever I wear my joggers with my leggings. And then I got some ankle no-show socks and I absolutely love them for everyday errands, head to toe comfort when I work out and when I'm just running around town. And the best part of all of this, for every pair you purchase, Bombas donates another pair to somebody facing homelessness, which I absolutely love. So you guys get in on the Bombas goods. Bombas is going international. Enjoy worldwide shipping to over 200 countries. Head over to bombas.com/2parents and use code 2parents for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/2parents, code 2parents for 20% off your first purchase. Bombas.com/2parents and use code 2parents. So yeah, okay, I'll go. So we had an occupational therapist come by and we were just doing like all of this. I had just been seeing her around Austin and she'll go by and like just do a whole one fell swoop. And one thing she said was Tate's back's really strong. And so you should work on her arm strength too, so they can catch up to be the same speed and that will help with the rolling and things. And so she puts her in the butterfly position and we put her armies down on the ground in like just a straight position and she leans forward and she loves it. She like laughs while we do it, but it's strengthening her arms so she can push up more. And she said, if you do it with her a few days in a row, you'll be surprised at the progress they make so fast because babies develop strength really quickly. So we do these army planks. I call them army planks for literally 10 seconds. And
can we get a photo up?
Of her doing it? Yeah, I'll put up, I'll take a photo.
Yeah, or just someone from the internet, whatever.
And so we'll do it for like 10 seconds and it's made such a big difference. And I think that's attributed to her rolling. And also, do you not see me every night though? I'm rolling her.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I was getting to, is I think that like that the reason why she's sleeping as well is because she's like figured out that piece of being able to roll, which obviously like you helped her a lot with. I don't want it to sound like this like there's intense military situation going on here. It's like very like fun and playful.
Oh, I think that, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's.
Maybe you can do a video about it showing everyone.
I think it's the cutest thing ever. I did a video of her doing her rolls. We were practicing at night.
And even the arm planks.
And every time she rolls on her stomach, she giggles. She thinks it's really fun when she gets there. So I think all of that is attributed to the sleep. So the 5, 10, 15, I think definitely helped. And then her being able to get on her stomach definitely helped. And then her knowing once she was on her stomach, if she wanted to roll back over, that she could do it. And then, I don't know, like, I'm just so thankful that you did it. Like, it really, now we're sleeping.
I think you're giving me too much credit relative to especially how much you do, but thank you very much. And most importantly, I'm glad that she is getting her sleep and you are getting your sleep and I'm getting my sleep.
It was just, and I think too, because I was nervous to transition her out of the snoo. And then we put her in the Merlin suit. And she was only in the Merlin suit for like 3 or 4 days. And then we went straight to the sleep sack. And I was nervous about all these transitions, but I'm happy that we have her in the sleep sack in the crib. And I mean, yeah, we definitely had the regression. We definitely had 3 weeks of like not great sleep, but I'm really happy that we figured out something and we did it.
Yeah.
We got to the other side.
Yeah.
So we are sleeping again, and hopefully we stay sleeping again in this house.
Speaking of sleeping and my sister, because she told us the 5:15 thing, she told me another great story.
What was it?
So we've talked about like when it's okay to lie to your kids versus like not lie to your kids. I think that I think my brother-in-law nailed the best way to lie to your kid.
Okay, what was it?
So he really wanted to watch something. Okay. So he really wanted to watch the Masters. And so he told his daughter that the winner of the Masters got a unicorn because he had to look after her. And so she sat with him all day Sunday and watched the full Masters. So that way she could then celebrate the person who got the unicorn.
And what did he tell her about the fact that we weren't going to see the unicorn on the TV?
Well,
did he say they get it off TV?
Well, the real move that you do is you ChatGPT an image that shows a unicorn with a golfer, and boom, done.
So she thinks that is so cute.
Yeah, I don't know if the last part happened, but that's what I would have done. I think that's just like a really, really good lie.
Rory McIlroy with a unicorn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good example.
Yeah. I do want to clarify, though, I am not a fan of that golf tournament. I do not understand why people like watching golf so much on television. Like I would love to go to the event and like experience it live, but like it felt like the buzz that it was getting on social this year, like snooze fest.
I don't agree at all. I think people like the culture around it. I'm never going to watch it, but I do love the whole, like, the club sandwiches cut in the little triangles. Great.
Yeah, that's why going, but like watching it.
Yeah, but I would love to be invited to like a master's party. I would go to that.
Ooh.
You know, like I like the theme. I like the theme of the whole vibe.
Yes, I would 100% host a master's party.
But as far as it goes of like sitting down and watching the actual event, I think it's fun to see who's, you know what, I'm here for it.
So when we were at Tom Segura, he pointed out like the crazy statistics about Augusta National. Can you pull these, please, Julie? When Augusta National allowed women in, and when Augusta National allowed black people in, it is like way, way too late.
Yeah, wasn't it one of them in like 1993 or 4?
I don't know. I think
women were allowed in Augusta National and have been since 2012.
2012.
How they like managed to do that and not just get like completely taken to the woodshed is crazy. Yeah, Augusta National not allowing women in the club until 2012.
Don't you get to go there? Is it a lottery?
I have no idea.
I think it's a lottery ticket, and I gotta say this though, I knew a lot of people that went. I was shocked on my Instagram feed. I was like, oh my gosh, you went. It was like 10 to 12 people.
Yep. I know someone that went. It reminded me I owe them a phone call. Uh-oh. Okay.
Are you going to call them today, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it reminds me, the giving of the unicorn reminds me of the fairy situation of like a tooth fairy, or I heard about a pacifier fairy. You know, you put and so then I was seeing how fairies should be additive, not subtractive. So they shouldn't come in to take things. They should just come in to give you new things.
Okay.
Which I kind of think is a cool concept. I'm down for the tooth fairy. I love the idea of you lose a tooth, you get to put it under your pillow.
Yeah, I have amazing memories of the tooth fairy. My parents crushed that.
Are you going to be the tooth fairy in our house?
I think we'll both be the tooth fairy.
Do you know what shocks me about the
Do the tooth fairy in Bitcoin.
Oh,
Good
gosh.
buying opportunity.
No, you need to
Not
give her the
financial advice.
physical. But you got to give her the physical money because it's so fun to open up your pillow and they left you something.
Yeah, we can go give them like the transaction ID, and then they can go search the transaction ID to see how much money was sent to them.
No, I love the old school, just like a $5 bill, $1. Or, you know what I got? I got dollar circles, the old school coins. Dollars.
Do you know what we call dollars in Canada?
What?
We call them loonies.
I didn't. Okay, yes. And then what's the toonie?
$2 coins.
Yeah, well, let's give her toonies.
Loonies and toonies.
Loonies and toonies. We could give her Canadian money for her tooth fairy. We could just tell her tooth fairy's from Canada, where Dad's from. That's cute. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we can give her like pesos sometimes, and we can say like that could be a really good exercise.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, great thought. But what was I gonna? Oh, do you know what shocks me about the tooth fairy is that I never was woken up. Like I never felt my parents like lifting my pillow or putting their hand under there.
I'm with you, and I remember trying to always catch the tooth fairy.
Same. I was like, I gotta stay awake so I can see the magic come under my pillow.
Oh, I just texted for an update. Give me an update.
A housing update?
Yeah, come
We're
on.
really on edge over here. What time is it? It's
4:52.
okay. We've got 40% off the Calm app subscription because you guys, there is so much happening these days and it can feel especially stressful or hopeless when things are outside of your control, but Calm can help you restore your sense of balance amidst the outside chaos. You guys, I have been meditating in the mornings and it has been truly helping me become so much more peaceful because there's so much happening in the outside world. And really, when you get down to your true self, the way I do that is by getting quiet, by getting calm, using the app, meditating. That's how I best can reach my inner self. And if you've had difficult focusing lately, there are things like, obviously, we all know parenting pressures, there's work challenges, there's school commitments, and personal drama that can have and wreak havoc on your ability to stay focused and proactive. If this sounds like you guys, something that can make a real difference is the Calm app. There's meditations, there's sleep stories, there's sleep meditations, calming music, grounding exercises, and expert-led talk. So there's truly so much in this app that you can benefit from, especially in times like today. So stress less, sleep more, and live better with Calm. For listeners of our show, Calm is offering an exclusive offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/2parents. Go to calm.com/2parents for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/2parents. Hopefully we have a housing update at some point during this episode, but if not, then when are we going to give it to him?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
I guess time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to I know we don't have this episode's like a fun riffing episode, so we're going to things we DM'd each other. And ladies and gentlemen, is it called Artipope? That's the baby carrier, okay?
What's it called, Julie? Can we get a check?
I think it's Artipope. I'm pretty sure it's Artipope. And so we have a carrier from there. It's like the cloud print. The carriers in and of themselves are expensive. I think that one is like $380. That's expensive for a carrier. Artipope dropped a carrier, I think it's cashmere, for $3,800. And a wrap deal for $8,000.
I can confidently say I use a carrier every single day.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Often multiple times a day. We have a lot of carriers. Fortunately, we've been gifted quite a few. My least favorite carrier is this artichoke. And
Artipope.
My favorite carrier is the $29.99 carrier off Amazon.
Oh my God.
That I want to put the photo up of. This is, of all the baby things I've heard, of all the baby purchases, this one on a standalone basis is the most ridiculous. And secondarily, the $3,000 one is fucking absurd. Like fucking absurd.
I just don't
I don't get this.
I'm just confused.
Unless
by
it comes with wheels or it comes with like breast milk.
I would buy it.
Not a
Came with-
chance.
If it came with a year's supply of breast milk,
Done. All day.
done.
Yeah.
Though
Have they got a lot of internet slack for this?
I saw something that was like you can either buy the dip or the new Artipope carrier. And I was like, $3,800.
Buy a couple ETH
That's
at these levels, 1,500.
I know you could buy 2.5. It's like, it's.
ETH has been a bad one for me.
Are you in? Is it? Are times tough over there?
Yeah, I think we're like flat since 2017. It's not a good one.
2017.
It's not a good one. It's not a good one.
It's 2025. 8 years of a plateau. Checking that email.
Come on.
Yeah, so I just think it poses the question of like, is buying something like that for the baby or is it for the parent?
It's for the parent. 100% it's for the parent.
But it's
like, it's a status symbol.
But this carrier, like I looked at the print, it's not like it says Balenciaga on it. Like
It's got the little eye cap thingy.
Yeah, but they all do. I don't know that you would necessarily know this was kind of like a brown caramely print.
Yeah, I don't like that one. It's the one I used initially and
But some people love the carrier. I've seen reviews on it saying it's worth it and people truly love it. Some people love it. The carrier by itself. And I think that's
fine.
fair.
And at $300, like, so be it. Like, still expensive, but like,
if that's your favorite carrier, fine.
yeah, just I don't know. This Amazon one is like it is the best. It's got this like double support angle situation going on. I like the pattern schemes. Tate loves it.
Well, I like it because her legs, it's more like she's standing up. It doesn't put her hips out to the side.
More supportive, yeah.
Well, I think technically less supportive, but you're still able to carry her like she's 16 pounds on your chest.
Well, I've gained 16 pounds since we've had her, so it's just a pretty clear offset.
Are you doing a dad bod this summer or not?
I think I'm far past the dad bod right now. I haven't like worked out. I probably worked out once in the past month.
So are you going to rock a dad bod or are you going to try to whip it back?
I don't have the ability to whip it back. I'm like so far gone on that.
So how do you feel rocking the dad bod? I love the dad bod.
Like I'm just picking my battles right now, like between work, between obviously like the time with Tate and now the housing situation and all the babysitting I'm doing of you. Like it, I had to cut the gym.
What do you mean babysitting of me?
You're a full-time job. Your full-time job.
It was really funny delivery.
Yeah, the pause and like recognize. I was like, come on, I thought I nailed that one.
You nailed it. It was really funny.
No, I want to race and I want to sign up for something and get back into it. And I think I need like a bro to go do this with. Mm-hmm. So maybe me and the neighbor will start getting into it. But neighbor's fucking beast.
Which neighbor?
Neighbor T.
Yeah, but here's the thing that I want to say to you about the dad bod.
Yeah.
You have been juggling so much. And also, like, I get it because the gym for both of us, like, it's last on the chopping block. If everything goes right that day, then we get to go. But like most of the time we don't.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. Like I'm not.
I really don't want you to feel bad.
I'm not mad at myself, and I like.
I'm proud of you.
Like
I think you look great.
I'm just in a kind of balanced era. Like I'm like happy with my relationship with food right now. I'm happy with my relationship with alcohol. Like we're having fun. We're going out. We're drinking. We're eating good meals. But like, I feels like, kind of Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Wednesday, we're keeping we're on the healthier
I would say
side.
Sunday through Thursday we're healthy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm happy with the balance, but that's led to like not being in great shape.
I think we
I'm
go out
enjoying
to
life.
eat. I think we go out to eat 2 nights a week, and oh my gosh, now we can go out to eat more because we used a high chair for the first time.
Whoa, that was a breakthrough.
I could not believe. Okay, so we were like,
Bubba in the high chair.
Bubba went in the high chair. We were done with eating out because we had the plate pick up, and then we dropped it. And it's not her fault by any means because she's just having fun. But we were like, eating out is going to be off the table for us right now. And then we thought, wait, she can sit up in a high chair. So we went to eat on Sunday night and we put her in a high chair and she had a blast.
Yeah. But I think the big thing with her in the restaurants now is we still need to be temperature controlled. Noise controlled.
Gotta be.
It was quiet, and so she was good with it. But like she hates noise.
She really just wants to sit at the table with us, though.
She's a FOMO baby.
Yeah, and like it's not fair that we get to sit down and eat and she doesn't. And so now it's nice because she also gets to have her seat.
Oh, pupper.
But she's like miniature, you know, because like her seat's up higher, but her head's down lower than ours because she's little.
Oh my goodness.
And her little hands. Oh.
Do you want to talk about Coachella?
Vacation season is nearly among us, you guys, and I love Quince. You know, I was obsessed with the cashmere sweaters over the winter, and now I'm obsessed with the lightweight European linen styles from $30 and the washable silk tops. You guys, this stuff is so affordable, but it is so premium. And cashmere sweaters and linen and silk, they should not be expensive. And the way that Quince is able to do this is they cut out the middleman and they partner directly with factories, so they're able to pass along the discounts to us, and I love that because we don't compromise on quality. We keep the quality, but we do compromise on the price. And what we all want is a discount. So Quince, they work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing and practices with premium fabrics and finishes. And I absolutely love that. So for your next trip, treat yourself to the luxe upgrades you deserve from Quince. Go to quince.com/Alex for 365-day returns plus free shipping on your order. That's QUINCE.com/Alex and get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Alex. We've got up to 40% off Cozy Earth. I have been seeing you guys talk about Cozy Earth, wear Cozy Earth, tag me in Cozy Earth stuff because I'm telling you, I love this stuff. We have the bamboo sheet set and it is truly unbelievable. It is the softest, coolest, most breathable sheets that you will ever own. And you guys know in my hospital bag, I packed their pajamas. The bamboo pajamas from Cozy Earth are unbelievable. They are buttery, yet soft, yet giving and flowy. I'm telling you, it is like the upgrade to your sleep set that we all deserve. They're lightweight, yet they're cozy. These PJs are the absolute best. So you guys get in on this because if you're still on the fence, Cozy Earth offers 100 nights risk-free. Love it or send it back. No questions asked. I love when people put money where their mouth is. So make sleep a priority now. Visit CozyEarth.com and use my exclusive code 2parents for up to 40% off Cozy Earth's best-selling sheets, towels, pajamas, and more. That's CozyEarth.com with promo code 2parents. And if you get a post-purchase survey, tell them you heard about Cozy Earth right here. Yes.
Was that too abrupt of a transition for you?
No, it wasn't. I just have realized with the things we DM'd, like I didn't even say who DM'd who what. I DM'd you the Art of Pope carrier. You DM'd me Coachella.
Okay. You got a better memory than me. So do you want to start with Coachella or do you want me to?
I don't have a better memory than you. And I would like to say that I used to, and I've really lost my memory. Yeah, you go on Coachella. I have some thoughts.
Okay, so there's a few things. So my first take on Coachella is every year that I hear about Coachella happening, I think it's like, oh, like I feel like it's a thing of the past. I'm like, oh, people still go to that. And then every year I like see the videos, I'm like, man, like that actually looks pretty fun. So like every year I think it's dead. And then every year it happens, I'm like, oh shit, that like looks pretty sweet.
This year it was back. I don't know why. I thought that the past 3 or 4 years it had a down year. This year it had a full-blown resurgence, at least for me on my For You page. And my takeaway from it, I thought that the content was really good. I was enjoying every bit of it. I was enjoying people vlogging, staying in their tents. Like this one guy had a rack in his tent with his outfits hung up on it. And then they go to the showers where you wait in line and you have a 5-minute cap on your showers. They said the water pressure was great, but you need to wear shower shoes. And you take your shower caddy, which is giving camp, right? Like it's very much so giving camp. And I loved it. And then I liked that Kylie Jenner was there. You know, like I want to see some real celebs.
They showed up.
And Timothy showed up too. And I loved, let me say this about what she did, okay? So when Travis Scott went on, her and Timothy left, but she still let Stormy go, and Kendall took Stormy. And I thought that is like so great.
I saw that on one of my socials, and I thought it was very well played.
I thought it was awesome. And like, I loved that Kendall and Kylie went. I loved that there were so many videos of them. I loved that Alex Earl had a great take. She was like, Coachella, what you got to do is you got to take your group of friends and you got to not go out there and go party hopping and like always be looking for the next best thing, but really commit to your friend group, commit to going to the concerts and have fun. Because a lot of people go and they're like, do you have access to this? Do you have access to this? And like, if you're not access hopping and you're just like really having fun at what it is, I do think it would be a blast.
She also, oh shoot, I have a call that I need to push. 1 second.
Okay, well, I think that people did a really good job creating content around Coachella. And listen, I
was
know
gonna give her some. I was gonna give her some flowers on. I think that Marg's drink that she launched.
Yeah.
I think that's an example of a good celebrity brand launch.
Oh, good job. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, I think that she was due to do an alcohol. I think that the Marg's brand makes a lot of sense, and she really seems to be leaning into it. And I think she was doing an activation at Coachella. I think that's why they were there.
That's really cool. It's really fun.
But I don't know, Julie, what do you think?
Jules pleads the fifth.
Well,
not
I don't know.
talking about
I
this
felt
right
like you
now.
were kind of. I felt like my statement on the brand kind of sparked.
One of my great friends is working on the marketing for it.
Okay,
Very
look
fun.
at that.
That's
now
really
it seems
exciting.
like an ad, but this is not an ad.
This is not an ad.
No,
This-
I'm not an investor in the brand. I have not tried the brand, but I think that a lot of these celebrity, like I think that when something is executed well, like I like calling it out.
You love brands though.
But that's it's what I do.
And one thing, okay, so Jules and I, we actually had a call earlier with DoorDash because I'm going to do some social with them around their Mother's Day campaign. And whenever I get the green light that I can actually say what it is, I'm going to talk to you about it because I thought it's a genius marketing.
Yeah, my favorite
Campaign.
thing is when you work with brands that either you use or I use or we both use. And so I like DoorDash is a great example of that. Like obviously we're both very frequent users, and so I love that we like it and they're also getting creative with it. So
Do you ever ask yourself, what did you do before?
I DoorDash my lunch today. Shout out Sweet Green as well. This is just like a lot of shout outs today.
Okay. What did we do before we could order on DoorDash or order on like what?
I'm getting scammed. Yes. I'm getting scammed by Food Panda, which is the DoorDash of Hong Kong. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got to see this. This is unbelievable. Someone has hacked my Food Panda.
What?
Yeah. Look at this.
Food Panda?
Every day. Can we zoom in on this? I'll take a screenshot. Every day I have Food Panda orders. Okay. And so today I literally order placed. It was delivered to 8B Davis Street, number 11. And they ordered one Japan Ran O egg, one Ile de France Petite Camembert, one Tejato's Devil Spicy and Sour Potato Rings, and one Coquilla Pure Potato Yuzu Pepper Potato Chips. Order total 169 honky.
How
Yeah.
much is that in US?
Yeah, too much.
How much is it?
Yeah, order placed. Yeah, because I don't ever look at my Gmail, and someone sent me something to my Gmail. I'm like, Food Panda every day.
Who is it? Your card?
I think that it's my Hong Kong bank account, which has been a fucking story for another time. But
Because
yeah,
you haven't been able to log into that.
Yeah.
So you are. They
so
are.
someone is draining my Hong Kong bank account with Food Panda.
I am dead. Okay, wait. So hold on. How much was it? 140.
There's been some juicy orders. 169 honky is not going to be anything relative to
Wait, what's a honky?
Hong Kong HKD, Hong Kong dollars.
Hong Kong dollars.
Okay, so this one was
$21.
111. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, this one looks good. 481 honky.
What did they order?
This was delivery address to Block 2, the Merton Kennedy Town, New Praia 38.
$61.
That was a $61. It's not saying the restaurant. Order from Marketplace. Yeah. Let's see if I get an even juicier one. 163, 218. And the segment may be getting old.
What? So why do you call it honked?
Honky, Hong Kong dollar.
Is it actually called? But what is their currency? Hong Kong-
HKD.
But it's like a peso.
Yeah, it's called the Hong Kong dollar.
What's a 20 called?
Oh, Alex, come on.
A Hong Kong 20?
Yeah, 20. They got $20 bills out there. The 500s, those are the juicy guys.
They have $500 in Hong Kong
Oh,
dollars?
yeah.
A $500 bill?
Yeah, 500 HKDs, yeah.
But that's equivalent to what? About 70
I think
US dollars?
600 I think it's like 6-to-1 ratio.
Okay, so
Yeah, the taxis there, man, those are some crazy taxis in Hong Kong.
are those the minivans?
No, so that's two separate things. So do you want me to talk about minivans or taxis?
Taxis.
Okay, so the taxis, they look like they're cars from the 90s. Like you would think that you're in the 90s when you get in them because like they're these old school Toyotas, but they are spick and span clean. So like you get in there and it's just like a very nice experience.
See,
But they do love to yell at you. It's the opposite of the cleanliness of New York City cabs, but similar vibe where you like always feel like you're in trouble with the cabbies.
and can you do Apple Pay over there?
So they have something called Octopus, and you have an Octopus card, and
Food Panda and Octopus.
yeah, and the Octopus card, you can pay for everything with it, and it's like it's how you get on the subway. You take it at 7-Eleven, and I think they implemented Octopus cards in taxis. So the last time I was there, I believe that was the change. When I lived there, they didn't. Like Hong Kong is one of the most special places in the world. I cannot wait till we go, and we're gonna bring Bubber.
Well, of course, we gotta take Bubbers. Is that where they do the subways too, and it's very organized, entering and exiting the subway?
Hold on. We got a call.
The realtor called.
Hey, how's it going?
Stuart, we love Stuart. It's sounding like we have a problem, but he's shaking his head that we don't have a problem. I heard him say, but I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Breathe. He keeps turning his volume up or down.
Why? Okay. So can you just email what the notes are, and then we can send them to our lawyer? Okay. Okay.
What was the verdict?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's not even my house, and I'm having an anxiety attack.
I know. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, do we have to move out? Okay.
Okay.
So what was the update?
There's more edits that they want to make to the contract. So our lawyer's going to review them, and we'll see.
Oh.
We have till Friday to figure it out. So I guess that is the
I really was hoping that they were going to sign it.
yeah. So we have till Friday to get the deal done, and we're trying to buy our house, and we thought we had a deal, but we just heard that we're still working through the edits.
We've been working through the edits for about 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah, I thought we were done.
We got to stop learning this lesson though. We're not done until the John Hancocks are on there.
Yeah. So I guess, is that a good way to wrap up this episode?
2 hours later.
Okay, and we're back. We did end it there earlier, but you guys, some good news. H, do you want to tell them?
The news is yours.
We got the house. A round of applause. Harrison actually can't do a round of applause, and if you're wondering why the video's staying on me, it's because Tater Tot. So right now, it's what time is it?
8 o'clock on the dot.
8 o'clock on the dot. So Tate's with us now, and Harrison's holding her, but so he's off camera and I'm on camera. But we got the house, you guys, and we wanted to come back on and tell you. So we're recording IRL, and P's upstairs editing. Jules is down here, and we're just doing an IRL update.
Yeah,
Why
I
you say
think
that? Going crazy.
what went down is when they called, they had 2 pieces of feedback. Our lawyers approved their suggestions, and so docs are signed, and now we got to go close. But just so pumped that this is where we landed, and can't wait to talk about it more.
Yeah, we have a lot to tell you guys. Like, there's a lot of work we want to do to the house. We have some of the land next door that can be our yard. Harrison's got this idea for the attic. It's going to turn into a man cave or a playroom, and he had these people come over and check beforehand if it could work. So we're going to do some renovations, and we can't wait. And we love this community, and so we're so happy that we landed here. So happy that we were able to get aligned on everything. And Tater Tot is the most happy because she's got the nanny share. I mean, she's got so much going on the street. She can't leave. She can't move.
Yeah, and it is super cool to be sharing it like in real time as it's happening, and like bring everyone in on the process. So yeah, it's a really like it's a pretty special time and
Fun feeling. We're homeowners.
well, still got to close now.
Okay, we haven't closed yet, but it's exciting that we're
We got-
going. We got. She's like grabbing his eye.
I think it's very we got the house.
We got the house. That's what we'll say. We
Yeah.
got the house,
Yeah.
and hopefully we take it fully over the finish line now. Okay, you guys. Well, exciting little tidbit to pop back in here and say, and we love you all.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast, powered by Just Media House. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Stay connected on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Two Parents in a Pod. Welcome to our home. Sorry it's so messy. New episodes every Thursday.